Hi, everybody. Hello and welcome to DETV, the mostly weekly Tuesday show where we talk about dice. I hope everyone had a great Halloween. Happy post Halloween, maybe hungover on high sugar intake day. I mean, it's been like 4 days, so hopefully you're better now. But I hope everyone had a great Halloween and didn't eat too much sugar, but maybe just enough to feel good for a little while. And I hope you all dressed up in cool things. And if you want to share those cool things, please send me pictures. Send pictures to hello@diceenvy.com and we'll feature you in the newsletter because I can do that. What else happened this weekend? It was Godzilla Day yesterday. It was Godzilla Day on Sunday in Japan, I think Dylan said. And then yesterday was Godzilla Day in America. And there was an announcement made that they're making a sequel to Godzilla -1. It's called Godzilla -0. And it's, I don't know when it's announced for, actually. I forgot the date. Next year, I assume, at some point. But that's very exciting. We're all big Godzilla fans, and by all of us, I mean 3 of us out of 6. So that's pretty good. It's a pretty good average. Yeah, BB Dub, there's a reindeer. We're going to do some giveaways later because we don't have any new dice sets to announce this week, and we'll find out why when we go over the newsletter. But these little things that got set up represent the giveaways. So we'll explain that later on in the stream. Yeah, okay, so that being said, let's get into the newsletter. Yesterday, we announced the start of what, if you're familiar with Dice Envy's history, is month of sales, basically. Every November, we ramp up sales as much as we can, afford to / have the inventory for in November because it's shopping season. The holidays are coming up. We've officially given Halloween its due time and respect, which we will always do because it's a very important holiday. But now it's like shopping season for Christmas season. So whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or just, Festivus for the rest of us, there's gifts involved. So let's make it easier by getting into sale month. And to kick off sale month, make sure I got this up, we announced, a little preamble here. Because we decided to align our sale month with some fun mystery boxes, because who doesn't love boxes? And each of these mystery boxes represents a period of time for sales. So we opened the first box and it revealed Advent Markdowns. Now, you guys, I'm sure at this point are sick of hearing me talk about Advent calendars, but the fact is that we still have some. So if you haven't gotten yours yet, now's the time because they are priced at the lowest they're going to be priced. A small discount was applied to, automatically applied markdown on the site. And if you're not familiar with our Advents because this is your first time on the stream, then here they are. We have 2 of them this year. They are Dice Advent calendars. Ta-da! So each calendar, here we go. Each calendar has a pocket that you can push in, like a little perforated thing, and there's a pocket under there, and it holds a goodie. And there's 24 pockets, so you can undo a pocket for each day of December to count down to Christmas. That's the point of Advent calendars, and we have one, and it's full of dice. It's full of dice. And it's awesome. And this is our 4th year doing it. 1, 2, 3. This is our 4th year doing Advent calendars. They're always a huge hit. This year is no exception. And what is an exception this year is we did 2 this year. So we have Santa calendar, which is full of traditional goodies, your classic Christmas vibe. And then we have Krampus calendar, which is a little bit darker, like the darker side. Oh, someone had a really good word for it the last time, but it's the darker side of Christmas. So a little bit moodier, a little bit spookier, and you got spooky Krampus on the front there. So 2 calendars. If you buy 2, 1 of each together, it's called a combo, and you get a slight price reduction that way. And if you use the new uh, variant that we just released, you can let the goblins choose, and it's marked down even further. Now, what this means is you're not choosing whether you get a naughty or nice calendar. You're letting the dice goblins, us, it's us, we are the dice goblins, you're letting us decide which calendar, which list you belong to this year. So yeah, that's the advent calendar. A little catch up if you're not aware, although most of you are probably all too aware. And sorry, I got stuck in the chat. I gotta stop doing that. And I don't know where the and is going, but that's the advent. Oh, markdown. So they're marked down now, so they're a little bit cheaper than they were. Also, if you already received an advent calendar, if you already purchased an advent calendar previous to like last week, then you should have received an email with a little bitty bonus just for you guys, because you had already purchased your advent calendars. So make sure you check your inbox, and if you can't find anything and you're like, I definitely bought one, then reach out to me at hello@diceenvy.com and I'll get you sorted away. Back to the newsletter. So that's Advent Markdowns. That's the first box being revealed. And if we scroll up here, we can see it's goblins in boxes handing out Advents. So that's fun. So what will the other boxes be? It's a good question. So the next thing we talked about was little descriptions for each box. Each box is marked. And so we talked about what the appearance was like, which may or may not give you a little bit of clue into what the upcoming sales are going to be. So the box marked for November 10th rattles a whole lot when shook, and that's definitely fairy dust on the outside. Ooh, mysterious. Who knows? The box marked for the 17th is literally glowing and heavy as the Dickens. I mentioned the Geiger counter needs to be found, because these two things usually add up to bad news, but I'm sure it will be good news. The 24th, the box marked the 24th is moist, ? And the final box marked for the 28th, which you all, the final box marked for the 28th has feathers outside of it, and they are distinctly not turkey feathers. So silly little clues to help you get an idea of what is coming up. And then as far as what is coming up goes, we also included some important holiday season shipping dates. So let's just run through these real quick. Last day to safely order an advent calendar, domestic. That means you live in the United States, you want it shipped to somewhere in the United States, and it goes from California to somewhere in the United States. The last day to safely do that, to get it in your hands by December 1st so that you can follow along with the days, is November 23rd. Now, if there is a worldwide or nationwide catastrophe and USPS is delayed by that catastrophe, then please don't get mad at me for publishing this calendar. I am only trying to be helpful. Last day to safely order an advent calendar internationally is ASAP, because sometimes customs is insane. So if you haven't done it already and you're if you're international and you're here watching this, by the way, very cool, and you should let me know, because that's awesome. But if you are international, or if you have a friend who lives outside the US and you want to send them an advent calendar, now is the time to buy your advent calendar, because we cannot be held responsible for what happens once it hits USPS's hands, and then even less responsible for what happens once it leaves their hands and goes overseas. So please just save yourself the trouble. Get it now. Last day to order gifts for Christmas from Dice Envy is December 14th. That's almost 2 weeks. I think that's about 2 weeks before the end. Well, okay, it's 11 days before Christmas. Which normally, especially if it's domestic, would be plenty enough time for you to get it in your hands. But what's important is that you order by the 14th, because on the 17th, I think, we're done. We're going on winter break. We're just 6 little goblins. We don't have like spares that we can leave behind to, man the office during the holidays. So we all go on winter break. It's like a 2-week break, and then we'll be back on the 2nd. But all that is to say, like, if you don't get your order in by the 14th, it's not coming because we're not shipping it. So 14th, last day, 14th. And the last day to reach out to us, customer service wise, me specifically, is December 16th. I will be answering emails all the way up until the start of the 17th, which is our first day off. So go ahead, reach out, ask any questions, updates, tracking updates, etc., etc. If you reach out after the 16th, there's a small chance I'll get back to you because I'm obsessed and can't put work away when I need to. But I can only guarantee it up to the 16th. So those are the dates. Holidays are coming up. I'm going to have a sip of water and try to scan through this chat. Oh, Maria's here, so I don't have to worry about too much. Don't shop under the influence, Maria says. I have to agree. Don't be up at 2:30 after hitting up the bar and decide that you need stuff, because then we will just have to cancel it the next day when you reach out. $7,000, Maria, we need to have you on the show so that we can talk about that person. That's an insane story, $7,000. I would, I'm glad I wasn't around for that. That'd be very shocking and annoying. So don't do that, guys. That's, it's kind of a lot for our little business here, so that would be earth-shattering. Okay, sorry. Reorient, where were we? We did the whole newsletter. We went through the schedule. Let's talk about, we did talk about more boxes, so there's more sales coming up. Keep your eyes peeled. Social media, I'm doing small updates there, but if you're signed up to the newsletter, that's the best way to hear always about all of our things. So we will announce the next box on Monday. Calendar time, we went through that, important dates. What's the last date to order from Dice Envy to get your Christmas gift in? It's the 14th. It's the 14th. It's the 14th. Next up is dice giveaways. The reason that these little things are here and that you guys might be here, I appreciate that a lot of you show up without doing dice giveaways, but we are going to do them now. So I decided to make this extra complicated this time. Oh, I have a question, sorry. Rach BVW wanted to know the best time to sign up for prepaid sub boxes also. The best time to sign up for prepaid sub boxes is right now, because all through November and December, we are running a special where if you start a brand new subscription box, a prepaid subscription box, you also get an adventure kit, which is a kit that we put together that's a tray. Oh boy, it's a tray, it's a drawstring bag, it's a combat tracking pad, a slap bracelet ruler, a keychain, a variety of stickers and or temporary tattoos. All of this is listed. Maria will hopefully get the link going for you guys. All of this is listed on the site. And now is the time. So another good time to mention that prepaid subscription boxes make a great gift. So if you're like, oh, I really love my partner and they really love dice and I don't know what to get them and it can't be too cheap, but obviously I don't want to break the bank, but it has to be something special. All of these boxes are ticked with a Dice Envy subscription box, specifically the metal sets, but I'll let you choose. We offer 7-piece, 10-piece, and metal, and the prepaid options are 3-month, 6-month, 3-month, 6-month, and 12-month. Yeah, that's right. So you can, you could work within your budget basically. If you want to go like hog wild and get everything, year-long prepaid subscription for all 3 in your cart at the same time is going to be the way that you save like per set the most money. And if you do that anytime in November or December, you'll have an adventure kit automatically added to your cart when you put a prepaid subscription in there, and that will come with your first delivery. Yes, that's correct. So that's what we're doing with subscription boxes right now. If you're not already a subscriber, then now's the time to sign up. If you're looking for the perfect gift for someone, we have a large range of options that fit all types of budgets. So check it out. Maria just posted the link in the chat. So definitely give that a look-see. Yeah, and that's an all November, all December thing. So even after the 14th, which is the last day to buy gifts, it's not technically the last day to buy gifts, because you could sign up for a Dice Envy subscription box. You just won't get it until probably January, because we'll have to fulfill like the back end of the sub box, the new sub boxes in the beginning of January when we're back. All very complicated, but it would work out. It would work out great. Speaking of complicated, let's get into what I have devised as this week's giveaway plan. I'm really glad Maria's here because I might need help with this, but we're going to incorporate trivia into the giveaways. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to ask a question, and whoever answers it first correctly in the chat is going to get an extra entry when we do our normal say a word to enter yourself for the giveaway. And the way that this one is going to work is we are doing 4 giveaways, and they are literally all on camera right now. So if you'll notice, there are 4 little hats sitting on this dice tray. There's this little blue hat. There's this little red hat with a white pom-pom. There's this green hat with a red pom-pom and a pink one. These 4 hats represent the 4 prizes that we're giving away. So if you win, you are going to get to choose your hat, and that is what you will receive as a giveaway. See, now this all makes perfect sense in my head, so I'm really hoping it pans out. We're going to do the trivia in reverse difficulty order, so the hardest question is going to be first, because if you answer it correctly, you get a bonus entry into being able to pick first which hat you want. So, all right, that felt good. That felt thorough. I think we're going to be okay. Fortunately, you're all very, very sweet individuals and very forgiving, so I feel good about this. Okay, so let's start. The first trivia question is going to come out of my mouth now, and the first person to answer correctly, and I will say I'm not being very strict about this answer, so just get it out. But the first person to get it correctly will get an additional entry. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. All right, so the question is, in Critical Role Season 4, what is the name of Tayor Pridesire's brother? In Critical Role Season 4, what is the name of Tayor Pridesire's brother? First person to guess it correctly gets an extra entry when we do the draw. The roll, not the draw. Oh, waiting on that chat. Waiting on that chat. Rivers, Sid, that is absolutely correct. Rivers, Sid is correct, and it is short for Talsidamir Pridesire, which I actually I had to Google because that's a very difficult word to spell. And now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if like talc and I don't know. I'll have to try to look up like the meanings of these words. That could be kind of fun. Anyway, sorry, Rivers, congratulations. You get an extra entry. So we're going to do the entry thing now. So if you want to participate in this giveaway, then type in the word lion and we will count up and then we will roll. So go ahead and type in the word lion and then we will count and then we will roll. If anyone's watching Season 4, it's insane. Last episode was insane. This is not a spoiler, but everyone dressed in goth makeup, which was very fun. Goth, I don't know if it's actually goth. I was never goth, so I'm not like, I can't judge accurately. I'll have to get Joni to take a look at a picture and she can tell me. So we're going to let this go. Welcome Archmage Runa, first time in the chat. Let's see, we got lots of entries. Hi Farroncoon, Farroncoon's here. Give it just another second and then we will count it up. Legendary, you only just started watching today. I am still on this like threshold where I have no idea whether or not I'm going to be able to keep up with this because it's like 5 hours every time, and not for nothing, but like I don't really, a lot of my job requires like thinking, and I can't have words going while I'm thinking, so I have to pick and choose my opportunities to watch. Okay, I think we're good. All right, great. Thank you, Maria. So Maria says 14 plus Rivers, you'll get the number 15 also. So we're going to roll a d20. And if it's a 1 through 15, then we've got a winner. If it's above a 15, then we will re-roll. All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, I'm rolling a honeycomb D20. There's a little bee right there. We released this last week. It's a beautiful set. I've been rolling it every chance I can get, including now. It's also gold and gorgeous and just goes really well with all the Christmassy stuff we're talking about. So, all right, shut up, Rachel. All right, here we go. Here's the roll. Da-da-da. Is it on camera? Kind of. A 19. We're going to re-roll that. 19 gets a re-roll. Let's see. That's a 15. All right, Rivers, your extra entry paid off. You get the first pick with the 15. Congratulations. Rivers, please pick your hat, and we will all take a look at what you've got. Wait for Rivers. 2 parts per ep for the podcast. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. I just recently saw that they're releasing at least for the first 4 episodes, they had a summary thing, which is also cool, just in case I fall behind. Rivers, blue. Surprise, surprise. All right, great. Let's take a look at what's under the blue hat. Dun, 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 dun. Little guys. Oh my God, are they all out? They're all out. So little guys, so these are wee lads, and you will be receiving this little set. It's transparent blue. It's like a very icy cyan, and it is beautiful. I am calling these shards of Auril, named after her 3rd form in Icewind Dale, which is, I guess, just my favorite campaign. So. Shards of Auril are yours, Rivers Oblivion. Congratulations. If I don't lose them, there goes the D4. Here we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. They're all here. So, Rivers, you're going to be getting these in the mail after you email me, hello@diceenvy.com. You know the routine. And tell me, hey, it's Rivers. I got the shards. And I'm going to write Rivers here anyway. In case you forget, I will bother you about it later. But congratulations. Yay. That was fun. See, that totally worked. This is totally working. Okay. There was no lion question in Incredible Edible Egg. The lion was just the entry for that giveaway. There will be another one in just a moment. Rivers, I will ask you to refrain from participating in this round, but don't go away because we actually have one last chance to win something that you will be allowed back in for at the end. So hang around. Okay, getting rolling. Next question. So we're going to do a trivia question first in order to gain an extra entry. The next trivia question is, what is the last day to safely order gifts for Christmas from Dice Envy? What is the last day you can safely order gifts for Christmas from Dice Envy? First person to give me a number or a date. Pip, pip, cheery roll. That is correct. December 14th. Sorry, Fluffernugget, you're a little bit late and you wouldn't have gotten your stuff. Pip, pip, cheery roll. Congratulations. You get an extra entry in this next giveaway. Yes. Okay. Wonderful. Yay. And now everyone remembers the 14th. The 14th. Don't order after the 14th. Do order before the 14th or on the 14th. You'd be okay then. Okay. So for this giveaway, Pip Pip Cheery Roll, you'll get 2 entries, and the word to enter this giveaway is going to be Christmas. The word is Christmas. Gifts for Christmas. Keywords start here. Thank you, Maria. I'm so glad you're here. I should have a little jingle for waiting for entries, since it's just me. I'm thinking about asking Dylan to come on and talk to us about Godzilla, because Dylan gave me a breakdown of Godzilla history yesterday in the office, and he knows his stuff. He knows way more than I even information that I thought was out there. So that was pretty fun. Yeah, maybe we will. Maybe next year for Godzilla Day, we'll get Dylan on to talk. Well, we'll get both. We'll get Dylan and Ian, because I think they were both had plenty to share. So we should do that. Okay. Thank you, Maria. 15 becomes a 16 with Pip Pip's additional entry, and we will roll again. Here comes the D20 roll. We hit the snowman. I don't know if that counts as extra. An 18, re-roll. Let's see if we can hit him again. Nope, missed. A 9, all right. So that's a little bit more difficult. Let's go up and count. Starting with Fiki, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Swim Girl 004, congratulations. Number 9 on the list. Swim Girl, please pick your hat. There's 3 left. We got red with the white pom-pom, green with the red pom-pom, and a pink. Your choice. 2 of them are also wearing scarves. It's not real. It doesn't make a difference. I just wanted to incorporate the scarves. So pick your chosen one. Swim Girl chooses green. All right, green is the tall boy, and I know that this deer is gonna fall down as I scoot green out of there. So just get ready for that. Let's scoot green out and see what we got. Dun 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 dun! Hope and fear dice! Yay! Ah. Okay, hope and fear dice. So, Swim Girl, this is 2 D12s that represent hope and fear, your choice. You could go either way, but I picked out the 2 Christmassy, like cheerful looking D12s that we had in the little hope and fear bag over here. So congratulations, these 2 D12s now belong to you. If you play Dagger Heart, then congratulations, you can use this for that. If not, they're just great to have. 2 little bonus D12s. So and I will mention, you're also getting Rivers and Swim Girl, you're also getting the little hats. So congratulations, you also get a little dice hat. So you can put it on your little dice and make them wear it. If you have any of our chunkies, it's probably a good fit for that. So, yay! Congratulations, Swim Girl 004. I'm just gonna write down your name real quick next to this. Swim Girl 004. And please email me, hello@diceenv.com. Be like, hey, I won the thing. And I'll be like, hey, give me your shipping address. And you'll be like, hey, here's my shipping address. And then I'll send you the dice. Okay, great. This is going so well. I'm so happy this wasn't a complete failure. All right, next trivia question. Get ready to get extra entries. Swim Girl and Rivers, please refrain from answering this one. Here's a question, sorry. In D&D, what do you call the soul container of a lich? What do you call the soul container of a lich? And I only did this question to watch you all try to spell it. Exactly. RX78 you are correct. It is a phylactery. I don't care that you misspelled it. That was the whole point of having the question. You get the extra entry in this next go around. Congratulations, RX. All right, let's do it. So the word for this round, the word is going to be lich, because I won't try to make everyone spell phylactery again. The word is lich. Go ahead and enter it for your entry into this giveaway. Everyone except for Swim Girl and Rivers. And we will get a new winner. And we will give away more dice. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Non-copywritten music jingle here. They should get Mina to record something. I bet she would make a cute little jingle. Bum 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 bum. Lich, 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 lich. Feel like, oh, it was that book I read. That's okay. That's like a deep dive I don't want to do right now. Just talking to myself. Sorry, ignore me. It feels like we're wrapping up here with Legend Eric, but I'll wait for Maria to call it because she's good at that. She will help. So glad to see so many familiar names here. All right, so we're back up to 16 somehow. I'm glad that people are joining in. So it'll be 16 and yeah, RX, you'll get the number 16. And we will re-roll if it's above that. That's a D12. What do I do with my 20? Aha. All right, here we go. Rolling the honeycomb. Oh, way over here, but what do we get? A 1. Who was the first person to say the word lich It was RX. Congratulations, RX. It worked out for you great. Even though it was the one, you got it. So go ahead and select your hat. Dun, 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 dun. They both have scarves. Oh, we're down to double scarves. I don't know what to do. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how it's going to affect the unveiling. Red. All right. Let's try to drag the red over here gently, gently. Take a little hat off. And it's another mini set. Look at how cute. I will unwrap the scarf. You can see these are our Tiny Tims. By the way, the Shards of Auril and the Tiny Tims cannot be purchased on the site right now. These are very special. Tiny Tims will be making an appearance in a few weeks, but these are very special. So you guys are getting very unique dice that we will not be able to find on our site. So these are Tiny Tims. They're kind of reacting weirdly to the light. You can kind of see they're pretty translucent actually, with some glitter, like micro glitter running through them, buried in them. They're red, obviously, and it's a it's a like true green, true Christmas evergreen fir tree green inking. So these are super cool, and they're tiny, and they're called Tiny Tims, and we are going to be using them on the site coming up, and they're called Tiny Tims, which I think is a great little name for these guys, but also it's hard to come up with marketing that isn't just like depressing. So that's fun. So I'm working on that. But congratulations, RX. You have your set of Tiny Tims coming to you as soon as you email me, hello@diceenvy.com, and be like, hey, I got the Tiny Tims, and here's my shipping address. And I'll be like, hey, here comes your Tiny Tims and your little hat. All right, all set. And we have one more. So the next person, the next person won't get to choose. There's only one more hat left, the pink one, but it's a good one. So, all right, so the last final trivia question is a softball. It's Dice Envy related. So if you know your Dice Envy lore, you're going to be fine here. And the question is, how many advent calendars have we released to date? How many advent calendars have we released to date? And I'm talking about like individual designs, not like quantities, because that's an insane amount that I don't know the number of. Angel81, you are correct with 5. 5 is correct. Angel81, well done. I'm gonna pause real quick. Fair and Coon, these were in a previous calendar. Was it last year's calendar? I don't think so, but maybe. Actually, I think it was this set, these Tiny Tims, but it had a Infinity D4, which was also super tiny, but was too tiny, to the point where a lot of them got lost. So we're not doing that anymore. We've learned our lessons. We learn our lessons. All right, congratulations, Angel81. Let's take a look at what you got. Bum, 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 bum. Surprise, surprise. Hope and Fear D12s. Another one of these guys. And these are Festive Sugar Plum Purple and Cotton Candy Blue Pink Swirl with gorgeous gold ink. These are just super pretty, super festive, very holiday seasonal fun. So congratulations, and they will come with pink hat. So congratulations, Angel81. You know the drill now. Email me, hello@diceenvy.com, and be like, hey, I got that thing. And I'll be like, yeah, you did. All right, congratulations, Angel81. All right, so I hope everybody stuck around, because it looks like an empty board. Oh, the deer is dead. The deer has a hard time standing up. Let's see if we can prop him up against the pointy tree there. What's this? We're not done. There's one more hat left. And if anyone wants someone to blame for this, it's Fair and Coon, because I asked on social media, should we give away weird stuff or new stuff? And they said both. So we're doing both. So the weird stuff was Tiny Dice and Hope and Fear Dice. And now we're doing a new thing. It's new. It's the newest thing that we have. So it counts as new. And we'll find out what it is in a second. And there is going to be one more trivia question, so there will be an additional entry, and then everybody can join in you can join in on both. Everybody can now participate, and it's a trivia question to get an extra entry, and then the regular roll-off. Okay. The question is, how many eyes do honeybees have? How many eyes do honeybees have? That's the question. The question itself is new and weird. Or new for me, anyway. I didn't know this before. How many eyes? Noir Shiro, well done. Noir Shiro, I am impressed. If you Googled it, that's totally okay. You're allowed to do that. But if you knew this just innately, very impressed. Fun fact, it's the same amount of eyes on a bee as calendars we've released so far. Okay, so apparently they have regular. I don't know. They have 2 eyes. And then they have 3, I forgot what they're called, eye spots, I think they call them. And can you just imagine how awful that life would be and how insane everything would be? Just with 5 different inputs. I barely get around with 2, so I'm impressed by bees. And then it's they're crazy, and they've got the little swirly dotted lines that go everywhere, right, when they're illustrated. And you're those bees are crazy, but no wonder they're crazy. They've got 5 eyes to keep track of. Insane. Beholder, that's so smart. RX-78. Don't get mad at me if I steal that later. Beholder. Oh, we should do a sticker, Maria. We should do a sticker, a beholder. All right. Sorry, who won that? Noir Shiro, congratulations. You got the trivia question correct. So you have 2 entries. And the word for the roll-off is going to be honey. The word is honey. H-O-N-E-Y, honey. Or H-U-N-N-Y if you're Pooh Bear. That also counts. Go ahead and enter your honeys, and we'll do a count. Everyone can participate. And Noir Shiro, you'll get 2 entries. You'll get the final entry as well. Bum, 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 bum. 5 eyes. It's like 5 Guys, but with less fries. Dun, 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 dun. Honey, honey, honey. Some of you might have guessed already what the giveaway here is, what the prize will be. Something new, something newish. All right, it looks like we're wrapped up with Legendaric at the end. All right, 17 total. Here we go, guys. I gotta find the D20, the honey D20, and roll it. It's kind of off camera, but I'm not gonna change it. It's a 12. All right, that's within the cusp here. So let's go get our count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pip, pip, cheery roll. Congratulations. Pip, pip, cheery roll. Let's see what you got. You got a honeycomb D4. A honeycomb D4, which represents the entire set of honeycomb. So you'll get all 8 pieces. Wouldn't give you just a D4. That'd be kind of mean. You get an entire set of honeycomb metal dice from Dice Envy. Yay! Congratulations. That's an awesome gift. Whoa! It's going to be a brand new set, not the one I just dropped, I promise. But you will get that and your little gold hat to go with it. So, Pip Pip, go ahead and make sure you email me, hello@diceenvy.com. Be like, hey, it's Pip Pip. And I'll be like, hey, Pip Pip, what's up? All right, everybody. Thank you for participating. That was fun and effective, I feel like successful. Everyone remembers what the final day to order from Dice Envy is. It's the 14th. And everyone knows that bees have 5 eyes now, which is, I can't get over it. It's kind of wild. So thanks for playing, everybody. I don't have much else for today. If you haven't gotten your Advents, once again, go get your Advents. If you have gotten your Advents, go get more Advents. Give them to your friends and your family. They like stuff too. Give them to your cats and just open them for them. Show them what they got, and then you can keep it for yourself. If you want to double up, maybe you only got a naughty last time. Now you need a nice. Who knows? Go get Advents. They're on sale. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all we got for this week. So we will keep this going every week this month because I don't want you guys to miss out on the fun that is revealing these sales and definitely doing more giveaways. So tell your friends to come subscribe to DETV or to Dice Envy on Twitch, whatever, and watch DETV so that they get opportunities, because if your friends win, then like you really win, because you know most people's friends are good about sharing. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already so you get alerts so you don't miss any giveaways or important news. And congratulations to everybody for participating and for winning. And yeah, that's it. Stay safe, stay hydrated. I will see you next Tuesday. Bye everybody.